adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring the entire Nelson family. Here's Ozzie. Here's Harriet. Here's David. And here's Ricky. Here they are, America's favorite family, the Nelsons.
He is alive, isn't he? Either that or it's a mystery of the snoring corpse.
What's the big idea?
We're just trying to do you a favor. You want to sleep through English class?
You mean I haven't yet?
How come you're so tired anyway? You just got up a couple of hours ago.
Oh, I'm still tired from the dance Friday night.
You only danced a couple of dances.
Well, practically nobody showed up. I couldn't let all those refreshments go to waste.
Did you say anything about the dance in the paper?
I didn't see anything.
Are you sure? They usually mention it at least.
Well, maybe it's just as well. It's kind of a flop anyway.
Oh, hey, Eddie. Oh, hi, you guys. Hi, how come you didn't come to our dance? What dance?
What dance? Well, the dance we gave Friday night. Boy, how about that? You throw a big party and these guys don't even show up.
Well, we didn't hear about it. If we had, we would have been there. You know us, biggest moochers on campus. Present company accepted, of course.
We got posters stuck up all over the place.
And no, we didn't get them up.
Gee, I'm sorry we missed it. Let us know when the next one's coming up, will you?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we'll see you.
See you later.
Long. Well, those guys really must be slipping not to hear about our dance.
Well, judging by the turnout, I guess everybody was slipped.
What's happening to our house lately anyway?
Yeah, we give a dance, nobody shows up. We have open house, nobody shows up. Except the Mother's Club.
I don't know. We used to give the best parties on the campus.
Maybe we're the ones who've been slipping.
Yeah, when I first joined this fraternity, it was the best house on the row, and it's gone downhill ever since. Now, wait a minute. Don't jump to any conclusions.
Maybe we could call a special meeting and talk this thing over. See if we can't find out what's wrong.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, if anybody will show up.
Well, we could have it during dinner tonight.
No, you better not. I think they're still serving those chopped olive sandwiches left over from the dance. All right, let's get the meeting started. Hey, come back here, George. We're having a meeting.
What for?
To discuss the dance.
What dance?
That's just what we're having a meeting for. Come on, Fred.
What do you mean, come on, Fred? We've been waiting for you.
Me?
Yeah, come on, Wally. Let's go. Is everybody here?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, you guys. Meeting will come to order.
Hey, what's this meeting about anyway? According to the bylaws, you can't raise the dues without a two-thirds majority, and you'll never get it.
This is a little more important than the dues. After the miserable turnout we had for our dance Friday night, it's pretty obvious that this house is on its way downhill. We used to be the best fraternity on the campus.
He's right. We had half the football team, most of the school officers, plenty of honor students, and a date list a mile long. Why, when we held a dance, we used to check them at the door and turn away the ones we didn't want.
No kidding. When was that?
Well, I'm not sure, but that's what they told me when I pledged.
When was that, 12 years ago?
Look, fellas, the point is we just got to put on some sort of campaign to let the people know we're still alive.
Yeah, they don't even mention our dances in the school paper.
Yeah, I thought I saw it here someplace. Yeah, here it is. Fraternity Dance Big Smash. One of the big events of the week was the homecoming dance held at the Beta House.
Beta House?
Oh, I guess that's the Beta House.
Well, what about our dance?
We're not mentioned here.
All the other fraternities seem to be in here.
Yeah, they're in here for baseball games, barbecues, picnics.
Here's the big story about the Fidels getting a new cook. Who cares about that?
Oh, maybe I do. Where's their house located?
They've even got an article here on the Archaeological Society having a field trip this coming week.
No kidding. Hey, why don't we all get dates and go? Well, it sounds like it might be fun.
Well, has anybody got any suggestions?
Yeah, I suggest we adjourn the meeting.
Guys, wait a second, you guys. You don't seem to realize we've got a problem here. We do as many things as the rest of the houses on the campus, but nobody ever hears about it.
Rick's right. What we need is some fast-talking, high-powered baloney artist that'll get our name in the paper. Get us some publicity.
I'll drink to that.
On second thought, maybe we need a smooth-talking, sincere-type publicity agent. I nominate Rick Nelson.
Oh, well, thanks a lot, Wally, but I think you're much better suited for the job.
Oh, well, thank you, Rick. But you have that certain drive and enthusiasm.
Personally, I'd vote for them both.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye! All those in favor of adjourning?
Well, that'll teach us to call a meeting.
How you doing there, Rick?
No, not too good.
Is that the same piece of paper you had on the typewriter about 20 minutes ago?
Oh, no, I've had some great ideas since then.
What did you do with them, or shouldn't I ask?
Help yourself, they're in the wastebasket.
Well, maybe you're trying too hard. Why don't you just take some simple thing that's happened around the fraternity house, write it up, and take it over to the paper?
Well, that's easy to say, but to tell you the truth, I guess we just haven't done anything to write about.
Well, then there must be something that's happened over there. What do you guys talk about over there?
Well, a couple of the guys are about to flunk out. And one of our members ran for class secretary and lost. And George Boland, one of our science majors, found a couple of Indian arrowheads last week. That makes about 200 he's found so far.
I see what you mean.
I think I'll knock it off for a while and get something to eat. You want some milk or something?
Yeah, I think there's some cookies out there, too.
Gee, I gotta think of something before midnight or we'll miss tomorrow's edition.
I thought Wally was supposed to give you a hand with this.
Well, he was. He was supposed to have been here an hour ago.
Well, there's an item for you. Fraternity brother missing.
Not missing. He's probably out feeding his face somewhere.
Now, just a second. I resent that. I don't deny it, but I resent it. Oh, about a half hour. I would have come in except your mother was gracious enough to offer me a roast beef sandwich, and I just couldn't refuse.
Roast beef?
Well, then there was some beef stew left over, and now I'm just finishing off the meal with a little dessert.
What's the matter? Here I am in the den knocking myself out trying to figure out something to put in the paper, and you're in here stuffing yourself.
Well, now, wait a minute. Don't get excited. I was sitting here creating a news item. Fraternity brother conducts interesting gastronomical experiment. How's that?
Well, it shouldn't be too hard to think up something to put in the paper. After all, you fellows must have done something interesting this week.
We've been all through that, Mom. I'm afraid there's nothing.
Wait a minute. We had a mad scientist locked in our basement.
When was that?
Last week, one of the chemistry majors accidentally locked himself in down there, and boy, was he mad.
Come on, Wally, this is serious.
Why'd you guys make up some sort of a stunt to get publicity for yourselves?
Like what, Pop?
Well, I remember when I was in school, a couple of guys ate some goldfish and got their names in the paper.
Please, Mr. Nelson, not while I'm eating.
You know, all those things have been done so many times. You know, like guys cramming themselves into phone booths or pushing beds down a highway.
We could start a tiddlywinks team or challenge some guys to a camel race. Those things always land in the paper.
Yeah, but they've been done so much. It's like congressmen frying eggs on the steps of the Capitol.
Well, you could always find a swimming pool someplace and jump in with your clothes on.
Of course, that's one that's been done quite a bit lately.
With no water in the pool?
Just to think about it.
How about a pancake eating contest?
Or an ice cream eating contest. Which reminds me, Mrs. Nelson, you don't happen to have a...
Coming right up.
Thank you.
Yeah, we may have an interesting item here yet. College student explodes in kitchen.
Hey, look who's here, the Publicity boys.
Well, when do we hit the covers of all the big magazines?
Well, as soon as you do something we can write about.
That's what you guys are for.
Yeah, come up with something. Oh, we've been doing our best.
Anything for you fellas?
I think I'll have a malt, Jack.
Me too. And a hamburger with lots of onions.
Okay.
You must be kidding.
No, this cool night air gives me quite an appetite. Well, let's get down to business. What'd you do today, Ken?
Well, let me think.
Never mind. Don't break training just for us.
You know, I hate to suggest it, but we may have to fall back on one of those old standard gags.
You mean like cramming a bunch of guys into a phone booth?
Well, yeah, something like that.
That's been done too much.
Well, so what? Every time somebody breaks the record, it gets in the papers, and that's what we want, isn't it?
I suppose so.
Well, there's a phone booth.
Hey, yeah, I wouldn't mind crowding in there right now.
Come on, let's try it anyway.
What for? There's not enough guys here.
Well, we can get an idea of how many we need and call them up.
I'm not sure this is such a good idea.
Why not? We may break the record.
Hey, what is the record?
Oh, I don't know, 15 or 20.
You must be kidding.
In there?
Yeah, come on.
We probably couldn't even get 6 of us in there.
All it takes is a little planning. Okay, here's one.
One? He ought to count as 3.
All right. All right, for 4.
Okay, let me in there.
I don't think we're doing this right.
Come on.
Hey, what's going on? We're trying to see how many guys we can get here.
Not in my phone booth.
Relax, will you, Jack? We're going to make you famous.
Well, take it easy.
Ow, you're on my foot.
Move back! Oh, no, not you! You're getting no breathing. Hey, don't close the door.
Hey, now.
Oh, come on, we're doing this all wrong. Let's get out of here.
The door won't open.
Hey, watch your feet.
Watch your elbow.
Hey, relax, you guys. I just remembered I've got claustrophobia.
Hey, guys, get out of there. Your hamburger's ready, Wally.
Oh, good. Pass it in.
Oh, never mind the hamburger. If he eats anything else, we'll never get out of here.
Well, anyway, it's ready.
Hey, who's in my pocket?
Sorry, I'm just looking for a dime.
Hey, watch your elbow.
Dial the operator, will you?
I can't reach it.
Here, give it to me. Let me try it.
Hello, operator. Would you get me the fire department, please? I don't see anything in here.
No, me either. Imagine that. The fire department has to pry us out of a phone booth that doesn't even make the paper.
Somehow I don't think that's the kind of publicity we needed anyway.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Besides, we didn't even come close to breaking the record.
We came closer to breaking the phone booth.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, good morning, Professor.
You're going on the field trip with us tomorrow, Mr. Boland?
Yes, sir, I'm counting on it.
Good. I'll look forward to seeing you then. Say, were any of you men down at the mall shop last night by any chance?
Last night?
Yeah, I understand there was quite a crowd down there. Some campus cut-ups were trying to steal a telephone booth or some such nonsense.
Well, boys will be boys.
I suppose so. Pretty childish, if you ask me. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Boland.
Yes, sir, I'll be there.
Offhand, I'd say the good professor didn't see the humor in our situation last night.
Well, he doesn't go much for campus humor.
Or any other kind. But what's his field trip he got stuck with?
It's for the archaeology majors. We're taking a hike up in the Mount Warfield area.
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't we hike up Mount Warfield?
What's news about that? A couple of sororities do it every year.
Well, maybe we could figure out a new angle. We could push something up there. Like that guy pushing the bed along the road.
That doesn't sound very exciting to me.
Wait a second, I think I've got it. The fraternity can carry one of the members up to the top, and I know just the guy. Little old me. Well, we'll think of something.
If you're gonna carry anything up Mount Warfield, it's got to be something that'll attract some attention.
Oh, wait a minute. Has anybody ever taken a canoe up Mount Warfield?
Oh, sure. Hasn't everybody?
There's no water on Mount Warfield.
Of course not. That's what I mean. We'll set a record. We'll be the first fraternity to take a canoe to the top of Mount Warfield.
I think he's serious.
Of course I'm serious. Well, what do you think?
Well, I can't make up my mind.
About what?
Well, it's either a great idea or we've all been standing in the sun too long.
Right through here, fellas. Yeah, a little bit to the starboard. That's it. A little bit to the port. Yeah, careful. Watch the stern. All right. Yeah, set it down. It's heavy.
Now, how would you know?
Now, mate. Somebody's got to be the captain.
Hey, where'd you get the canoe?
Down in the basement. You want to give us a hand with it?
Sure, where do you want to take it?
To the top of Mount Warfield.
What for? There's no water up there.
Of course not. If you put this thing in water, it'd sink.
We're just trying to get some publicity for the fraternity.
Yeah, we're going to start a whole new thing. Carrying canoes to the top of mountains.
It was Wally's idea, if anybody should ask.
Oh, thank you, but I can't take all the credit.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, we might as well get back to work.
What about you?
I told you, I'm the captain. All right, heave. Ho! Right, bring it around, quartermaster. Clear that act, mate. Watch that reef to port, Mr. Nelson. All right, full speed ahead.
Where are the rest of the guys?
I don't know. They're supposed to meet us here at 11 o'clock.
Hey, you guys, here's a note. We waited and waited and finally went back to the house. Well, how about that? What time is it?
It's only 5 after 11.
Oh, looks like we're stuck.
Oh, it won't be too tough. There's a trail all the way up to the top.
Why don't we just forget it and go back?
Oh, we can't do that. The guy at the campus paper is waiting to hear how we make out.
Come on, we can handle it. It's not as heavy as all that.
Heck no. Fred, you and Rick take the front. Charlie and Ken, you take the back.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I have to take pictures of the trip. I'm stuck lugging all this camera equipment. In fact, let me get a picture of the start here. Hold it. That's it. Straight back. All right, fellas. Onward and upward.
Hold it a minute, fellas.
You're doing great, fellas. Here, let me get a picture. Okay, upward and onward.
Look, Wally, either lift or let go.
What do you mean?
When we get to the top and need an anchor, we'll let you know.
Okay.
I've just about had it.
Yeah, me too.
Hurry up, Wally. I want some water.
Me too.
Just a second. I don't know. I don't think it's good for you to drink water when you're so hot.
Never mind the advice, just give us the water.
Oh, you're liable to get cramped, double over. We'd have to leave you on the trail.
Water boy. Wally.
Okay, I drank all the water. But believe me, I feel awful about it. You may have to leave me on the trail.
I think we all should have quit a long time ago.
Oh, I'll drink to that.
Me too.
Yeah, whose stupid idea was this anyway? Well, if you guys had a little more strength of character, you wouldn't have listened to me.
Yeah, that's for sure.
There's something else for sure, too. We won't get our names in the paper unless we make it to the top.
Well, the more I think of it, I'm not sure I want my name connected with this anyway.
Hey, you guys. Guess who's coming up the trail?
More girls?
No, George.
Great, we could use one more broken back.
He's with Professor Polly. They're on that field trip.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, boy, this is great. There they are, a group of students giving their time to do a little archaeological research to further man's knowledge of the world. And here we are carrying a canoe to the top of a mountain that has no water.
Hey, not only that, they're going to catch us at it.
What'll we do?
Quick, let's hide the canoe.
Well, hello, boys.
Hi, Professor.
Oh, hello, Professor.
What are you fellas doing up here?
Well, we were on kind of a hike.
Well, good for you. Have you seen the rest of our group?
No, sir.
Well, they're probably up ahead.
Say, you fellas ought to be mighty proud of your fraternity brother here. He made quite a find.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, it's just this. It's part of a bowl.
Oh, where'd you find this?
Oh, about 200 yards down the hill.
Boy, some of those picnickers can be pretty sloppy.
I have a feeling these picnickers were here a couple of 100 years ago.
Or at least that, possibly even more. It's my guess that this little piece of pottery could very well be a most important discovery.
Well, in what way, Professor?
Well, it indicates a degree of civilization that we never believed existed among the tribes in this section of the country.
No kidding.
In fact, I'm going to recommend that this entire area be excavated.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, congratulations, George. That's great.
Thank you. I was just lucky.
Hey, do you suppose this is important enough to make the paper?
Well, I can assure you, gentlemen, that it most certainly is. In fact, I'm going to turn the story in as soon as we get back.
Oh, great. I suppose you'll mention that George is a member of our fraternity.
Naturally. Well, we'll see you later.
Hello, Professor. Bye, George.
See you.
Say, Professor.
Yes?
My name is Wally Plumstead, in case you've forgotten it. That is, in case you want to use it.
What did you have to do with it?
I was here to confirm the discovery.
Hey, Wally, we ought to get a picture as long as one of our fraternity brothers is going to make the paper.
Oh, good thinking, Fred. Professor, maybe you and George will stand here and hold the pottery.
right.
And maybe the rest of you fellows will gather around.
I wish we had one of our fraternity banners.
Gee, I'd kind of like to get in this myself. Professor, I wonder if you'd mind taking the picture. Thank you. Hold the pottery up, George.
Okay, fellas, a little closer.
Yeah, sure hope the picture comes out in the paper.
Well, I wouldn't exactly count on it. Personally, I'll be happy if they just mention that George is a member of our fraternity.
Yeah, hold on.
Hey, Rick, you want it on the phone.
Oh, thanks, Jack. Hello? Oh, hi, George. No kidding. Hey, that's great. We made the paper.
Hey, how about that?
Hey, that's terrific.
What about the picture?
Oh, what about the picture, George? No kidding. They used the picture and mentioned all our names.
Yay!
Hey, George, read the whole thing to us, will you? Yeah, and speak up a little louder so we can all hear you.
Hey, watch my feet.
Take a deep breath, Wally.
Hey, close the door, will you? I can't hear.
Okay, George, go ahead. Wait a minute. What paper did you say? It's in what? Oh, great.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's not in the school paper at all. It's in the Archaeological Review.
Who reads that?
Thanks anyway, George. Well, we'll see you.
Well, let's get out of here. I'm getting crushed. I can't get the door open.
Well, why'd you close it in the first place?
Come on, let me out of here, will you? Hey, watch it, Wally.
Well, watch your elbow. Oh, here we go again. You better call the fire department.
Wait a minute. I got an idea. Somebody get the dime out of my pocket.
Here, I'll get it. Oh, hurry up. It's getting hot.
Hello? I'd like to speak to the editor, please. Oh, well, if you want a little campus news, rush a reporter and a photographer down in the malt shop right away. Oh, and would you mind calling the fire department, too? Yeah.